Hi, I'm Phil Harris, President at Insight Analytical Solutions. I want to talk to you today a little bit about the measurement of dithiazine. And dithiazine is a chemical that shows up sometimes in our hydrocarbon fluids, especially when we've been using an H2S scrubber like triazine. So triazine gets added to hydrocarbons to remove H2S from it. And when it does, it forms this chemical called dithiazine. Dithiazine in itself is pretty benign, but it has some unusual phase behaviors. And so if it's from a liquid stream and we heat it up and get some precipitation, or if we have pressure drops and the material cools a bit, we can get dithiazine depositing out. And this has occurred in natural gas pipelines, in regulators where we're controlling the pressure of a gas phase system, and when it precipitates out in a regulator, it can actually block the regulator. So there's some interest in being able to measure it. The difficult part is the concentrations are quite low, often in the parts per billion levels. So Insight Analytical worked with Alberta Sulfur Research, and we've come up with a method that can be used to measure dithiazine concentration in natural gas pipelines. It involves the use of an absorbent trap. This trap contains a chemical that will absorb dithiazine. We can get it in the lab and release that dithiazine again. So we put this trap into a panel like this one here, and we allow the natural gas to come in and flow over the trap at full line pressure. This absorbs dithiazine in the trap. The pressure is dropped at a regulator and the flow is controlled with a flow restrictor. We measure the flow. In this case, it's a Div1 panel and we're using a mechanical rotometer. For Div2 panels, we use integrating mass flow meters. And so we have a mass flow meter that says this is the total volume that went over the trap. We know the total volume that flowed through here, and we can figure out how many milligrams of dithiazine got absorbed on here. We can determine the concentration. So we bring this trap back to the lab, have it shipped in, we extract the dithiazine, and we make a measurement of how much dithiazine was on the trap, what was the total flow through the system. That gives us the dithiazine concentration in the pipeline. This allows us to make measurements on a daily, weekly, or bi-weekly intervals where we can determine if the dithiazine concentrations are changing and if there's potentially going to be any problems upstream. Another unique solution which we've developed is one to determine if a solid deposit is actually dithiazine. Historically, samples have to be sent to the lab to try to figure out, is this a dithiazine deposit or not? What we've come up with is an indicator solution that is, as you can see, kind of a crystal clear blue when it hasn't been used. And if we add some material to it and that material contains dithiazine, it color changes and it becomes this cloudy green. So you can see it's very easy and quick to determine, does my sample have some dithiazine in it? At Insight Analytical Solutions, what we try to do is come up with unique solutions to measurement problems which our clients can use to resolve problems in the field. If you have any questions, feel free to check our website, check out one of our informative webinars, or contact us either through email, on LinkedIn, or feel free to contact the main number. Thanks for your time.